Hi everyone, it's Jean and I'm back with some gems to share with you today. I have been running a little bit behind on my October pink ribbon challenge, so I'm going to get caught up today. I do apologize for that. For some reason, I've been under the weather, so I'm feeling a tiny bit better right now, so I'm going to go ahead and work on something fun with you. And we have a couple things to make. We have a rolodex card, we have an index card, and we also have an embellishment where it's a grouping of different fabrics, papers, lace, whatever you have, and it's kind of like a cluster of those items that you can put then in your journal. So the first thing that I have is the rolodex card. Now this rolodex card that I made is from an actual rolodex card that I had in my stash. So I just covered it with some pretty paper, and I really love pink and I love floral, so a lot of times I will use those colors in my own work, my own original work. So you'll see that often. But for this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ink the sides of this a little bit because I want it to look vintagey. So I'm just going to use Vintage Photo and go around the edges. Now, mainly a Rolodex card. I don't know how many people actually use Rolodex nowadays because we can keep a virtual Rolodex right on our phone. But for those that do, we're used for putting your name and your address on, and also those of your different contacts if you were a business person, or if you used it at home, you might have had fire and rescue on there or some other type of name or phone number or address of family and friends. So that's mainly what a Rolodex card was used for a very, very long time. Now, I imagine they still use them for the same thing, but maybe they're more advanced with other information, like websites and things like that. So personally, I used to use one years ago when I worked for the bank because we would keep phone numbers and things of other units within the bank that we might have had to contact and their phone numbers. And that was always helpful to make sure that whatever issue it was getting resolved. So today I think I'm just going to do a little bit of a collage type thing with my Rolodex card because I covered it and I feel like it's kind of small for a whole lot of decorating. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it to this. This is kind of like a pink marbly type paper, and I'm going to put my Rolodex card on here, and I'm going to put an image. I think this one is so cute, of this young lady. I don't always use Tim Holtz images in my work. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I do not. But I have a lot of his images and a lot of his different things that he has in his packages and so on and so forth. So I wanted to find something here that I thought would be kind of cute. I might not use just I may use this one, and I'm going to cut this apart. Hopefully I can cut it so it's relatively straight. And I'm going to put her on here. So I think that looks cute. And she has a pink blouse on and a pink ribbon in her hair. So let's see what else I have over here. I could put some pink fabric. Oh, I forgot about that fabric. It's not loose. It's attached to something. So here's some like pink check. This would be kind of pretty. that we could put behind this. Maybe. I'm not positive that I love that. Okay, I have this beautiful piece, but if I put this, it really needed ironed, and I didn't have a chance to iron it. So let me see. If I glue it down, it might be okay, and then I could put her over it kind of in the middle, and then we would have this real pretty ribbon sticking out. That would be pretty. I think I had another one here too that was not quite as bright. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I actually tried to do a little bit of cleaning today, even though I wasn't feeling 100%. So, you know, it's kind of like when you're used to being a parent, you kind of learn how to work through little sicknesses or illnesses you might face. I'm going to use a piece of a tea bag on this too. So I think that would be pretty, kind of shabbiness of the tea bag. Now when I open my tea bags, I open them at the seam. There's a little bit of a thicker part there, so I always make sure I take that off. And sometimes you'll have little pieces of tea still stuck down, and if you do, just go ahead and wipe those off. That's okay. So I'm going to put it like this, and then I'm going to see if I feel like I need something that's wider. I wonder if this would look good because of the pink tatting. I kind of like that, but yet I want it to still be noticeable that it is a Rolodex card. I think that's what I was missing, putting something right here and set her down here a little bit. Okay, let me start gluing these on so you guys aren't here forever and a day. So with the tea bags, they're pretty sturdy. So you can use glue stick on them, you can use wet glue on them, whatever glue you have that you want to use is fine. Now I'm going to leave, like these ends, I'm probably going to leave them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tear it a little bit. I hope I'm in frame. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to tear it a little bit so that it looks a little bit more rustic. Okay. Then I need to put on my Rolodex card. This one I'm going to glue all the way down, so no flippy floppies on that one. And I'm going to put that right there. And let me just hold it up so I can make sure it's even. Looks good. And then I'm going to trim a little piece of this. I hate to cut it, but I'm going to. This is tatting. If you've never seen tatting before, that's what this is. I love tatting. And it was attached to something like maybe a pillowcase or a dresser scarf or something like that, and it got removed, just trimmed off. Let me see which is the, I don't know. I think this is the right side. It has the pinker part anyway, so I'm going to try to use my glitter glue on this one because it is fabric. And glitter glue, when it wants to work, is great for fabric. It's almost equivalent to Fabri-Tac, but I don't get Fabri-Tac. It's called Fabri-Tac, Jean. I usually just get glitter glue because it works for fabric as well. So somebody was telling me, and I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure they were saying something that was true, but I had never heard that you couldn't get glitter glue during the winter months because it would freeze up. But I don't think here in Pennsylvania it gets cold enough for that to happen. Okay. And for this one, I wanted to stick down along the edge as close as possible. So I'm going around the edge here. Let me hold it down in my light And there we go. And I'm just going to hold this a little bit because here it's gluing to the fabric that's left on the tatting, and I don't want it, and then it has to glue here, which is like a little bit higher ridge. So let me make sure. Okay, that looks good. I need something, I feel, up here. So I'm wondering, do I add a butterfly right here? It looks kind of pretty. It's a darker pink, but I kind of like it. Wait a minute, let me see if I would add a couple of these, if that would look prettier than the butterfly, because these are so cute too. I could add a couple pink ones, just like this. Wouldn't that be cute? Just a little. I think I like that better than the butterfly. So let me glue these on. And these were a Dollar Tree find. It's probably been 9 months to a year ago probably, and I've never really used any, I don't think. But they are really nice because they have the pearl in the middle, and you don't have to worry about applying that separately. So there is my decorated rolodex card. The only thing I wanted to do, if I can find them, is put on a quote. Let me see if I have some in this basket. Okay, I do, and I have the peach ones, but let me see if I can find, here are some tan ones, which would look fine, and any others? Let me see. Oh, guys, it's been what seems like a long week, and it's only Wednesday. It's only Wednesday, Jean. It's only Wednesday. Okay, so no pink ones. I know I have pink ones, but not right at this second. Okay, let's see. Black might be pretty too, to kind of bring it out. I was thinking that this label might, I don't know if we need it. If we need it, we're going to use it without that top part. And then where's my corner rounder? Let me see if I can round the corners on this tiny little thing. And over here. Okay, I'm going to just round all of them because they're not the same. And then this way they'll be the same. Yes, they'll be the same. And let me do a little bit of inking around the edges. And then I think I will put it right. Let me see. Yeah, we'll put it right there. And that way we'll have just a cute little label on here, just for a number element kind of thing. Okay. So now I want to see what I can put. I'm going to use the black, I think. So okay, so I think this one is quite appropriate because sometimes, you know, when you go through the whole, you know, even if you are a breast cancer survivor, there is a point more than likely in your journey with cancer and to becoming a survivor that it's difficult to embrace your beautiful self. And I think that's something that's so, so important. I know with my friend Lisa, and at her funeral, they did several photos of her at the end where, you know, I hadn't seen her, but at the end, and she was not shy about, you know, photos with her, without her scarf. So Lisa didn't have breast cancer, but she had other types of cancer that I don't even understand, I don't think, but it took her life pretty quickly. So I just think every woman should be happy and joyful about their beautiful self, even if it is a difficult situation. So, okay, now this is our index card, and this is a 4x6 index card. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to cover it with some, let me just check the size here. I'm going to cover it with a few of these pink little pieces that I have, and they remind me so much of quilting squares. So I'm going to use some in different colors of pink and just create a little kind of patchwork type thing on here. Deciding if I want to do it on the white or on the, I think I'll do it on the white. So we're going to do it on the back side. So let me find the colors I want. Here's a really pretty pink. They're all pink floral, but some of them have peachier tones to them. So I just want to make sure I get pink ones and more pink. And here's another one. This one has, let's see, here's a pink one. So these are just a few variations of pink that are in this set. So we could use that one. And here's a pretty one. And here's a pretty one. So I think we should have enough. If not, I can still go through some of these and pick out some that are pink. See, these have kind of like a peachy tone to them. These right here. So these are pink. That's pink. This is pink. Oh, this is pretty. I like this one. And this one. Okay, so we have a bunch here. Let me set my gorgeous ladies aside, and we will get started. Get this body started. Okay, so making kind of like a patchwork quilt thing is really fun. So these little pieces of paper are non-directional. So basically what that means is it doesn't matter how you put them down, upside down, sideways, whatever, they're still going to be the right way. So I'm going to move this up a tiny bit, and I'm just going to start here. Let me move this up a tiny bit. And then the idea kind of to make it patchworky is to leave a space in between. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully it'll come out straight. Straight, straight, straight. Okay. So for any of you that are in the path of the storm, I hope you're good. My brother is in an area, and I think they were a little worried, but I got a message from him, and he said they were as safe as they could be, so hopefully that means they'll be good. It's kind of, you know, I don't know when the last storm like this hit like the Orlando area, but this one must be something that they're really concerned about because they closed down Disney World. My cousin works at Disney World, so she couldn't believe it when she heard that they had closed down Disney. I think I'm going to have to put this here, and then I will cut that piece off, and then I'm going to put this one like this. There we go. And I need one going this way, over here, over here, over here. Okay. So what I'll do when I'm finished then is I'll just take this to the trimmer and trim it off, and we should be good. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need another piece. Let's make it go this way. Okay. Make it go this way. Let me just trim these off. I'm not going to use my trimmer. I'm just going to use my scissors, and hopefully it'll be okay. These papers are really light, so it shouldn't be difficult to make sure I get a nice clean cut. A nice clean cut. So I think about some of these kids that I see out, like when they're at Walmart or wherever they are running around, and they look so scruffy. Kids look so scruffy these days. I don't know what's up with it. My son, he goes and he gets his hair cut nice and short every time. Oh, did I already use that one? Yes, I did, and you can't use it in the same spot, Miss Jean. Okay, this one will work. I'll put this one right here, right here, right here, right now, right here. Okay, stop moving around. And then we need one other one, just kind of barely along this. Okay, let me see what's going on here. There went the glue. Dang it. That glue is crazy. Okay, that glue's just going everywhere. Okay, I need a different color. I need a different color. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do in making this look oblong or otherwise, so I'm just going to put it on here like that. I probably should have closed in some of the spaces a little bit better, but it didn't. Okay, so there's our little patchwork. This end looks better than this end, so anyway, that's okay. So we have that, and then what I thought, let me just check something. That's the same one. Okay, I'm not going to fool with it. I'm going to leave it like it is. And I want to look in here to see what I might have that would be pretty to go on the front of that. I think I'll save that one. This is a pretty one. It is a little bit darker than I anticipated, but we can work with it. We can work with it. Okay, I'm going to pull these out. I don't know where or when I will use them, but I may use them in our little design over there that we're going to be making a figure for. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so this one, is this one rounded? Okay, this one is really pretty too. So, and I kind of like it because it's bigger, and you don't notice as many mistakes from my patchwork. Although I put my design like this, and that would be okay. I'm putting this on. Sometimes you just have to make a decision, darling. I'd be here for 500 years trying to decide if I wanted to put this on or not, just because I'm weird like that. Okay, and we don't necessarily need to put an image on this one, but I think I am going to put this pretty butterfly and then a little sentiment. So I'm just gonna, oops, come back up. Put this right here. I think that looks really pretty. And we'll scooch this out of the way. And then we'll do a little corner rounding just for fun. And then we need a pink bow. So I have, this is like some chenille, not chenille. I always say chenille, and I don't mean chenille. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of it right at the moment. If I do, I'll tell you. It's kind of like a kind of like, let me see what I want to say. Okay. Sorry. I actually kind of like that hanging like that, but I'm going to cut it like this, maybe. Okay, and then the other piece is just going to be shorter. So let me get the, I want you to be able to see the other piece, even though it's sticking under there kind of weirdly. Maybe I won't put it in. Maybe I'll just make a new style of bow with one tail. Oh, Jean. Okay, let's go for it again. Let me cut this. Oops. Flying pens. Okay, here we go. And there we have the sweet little bow that we're just going to add here to the bottom. It looks so cute. I love it. I like how this material, and even though I can't think of what it is, makes a nice little puffy bow. So, okay, let's use some of our magic glitter glue, and let's glue this on. I'm just going to hold it for a little bit. Okay, there we go. Isn't that sweet? So that is our index card. And then, oops, I shouldn't have turned that over so quick. You can also put your information on the back if you wanted to send this to someone, or if you want to put all of these things that you're making that are pink and just make a pink journal. Ooh, that would be so beautiful. So the last thing that we're quickly going to do is a cluster. Now, one of the things that I do like to use for clusters is a circle. So I have a hole punch that is 2.5 inches, and this is actually the proper size if you want to make ATC coins. And ATC coins are basically just ATCs but in a round form, so they still have to be 2.5 inches. So this big old punch does the right size for us. So I'm going to punch that out. And I do want to say something about punches. At least in my experience, the better kind that you can get or afford would be the one that you would want to buy, because they are so, they can get dull quickly. And I've had ones that I've bought for, you know, just a couple dollars or so from Temu, and they've locked up on me, or they don't cut even after I've tried to sharpen them with aluminum foil. So if you have that problem, you may want to consider getting a better quality punch next time. So I thought I had laid out here some things, but maybe I used it all. Okay, I am going to see if I punch this, how will it punch? Okay. I wanted that little birdie. He's so cute. So I'm going to glue him onto this. Actually, I don't need to because this one's already double layered. So there I have my circle. And then just to make a cluster, all you really need to do is add a few little things to it. Doesn't have to be a whole bunch of things, just a few little things to make it look interesting. So we can add this little bit of lace. We can add a little bit of tea bag like this. I don't want that hanging out so far. Like this, and then like this. And here's another little piece of trim that we could add, kind of like, I want this sticking out, so maybe I'll have that sticking out the side. And then let me cut a little piece of this and put it right here. I think I'll layer it right on top of that. And if you know about certain birds, they bring all these wonderful things to their nest. So this is a good way to add that. I think I had a button here. Give me a second to see if I can find it. Where did my button go? I don't really know. I'm still having some problems with my neck, so if you hear me moaning, that's what it is. It's my neck. I don't know why, but I can't seem to shake that. It's a pillow or something issue. Oh, that's a pretty piece. I use that. Did my button go on here? No. Okay. All right, let's take this first and glue it down. And we'll take a piece of this and glue it down. I think I'm going to cut around this so it sort of looks like one single rose. And put this little piece. That other piece, where is this? I'm not sure if these are considered tatted or just crocheted, but they're cute too. These little, they're almost like little discs. They're really nice. I like them. Okay. What the heck? Oh, my dish fell just so it didn't break. Gave me a start. Always having too much stuff on my desk. That's what happens. But it didn't break, so that was the most important thing. Okay, so for that little cluster of goodness, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. A cluster doesn't have to have tons of things on it, and I kind of like it with the idea that this is almost like the bird's nest. So I think I'm going to leave it. I do want to look at these words, and I want to put this one on here. I'm not sure if I used this one before, but it says be brave. This one is for my friend Janet, be brave. And then on the other one, I'm going to say, choose to see the good stuff. So sometimes when we're going through a difficult time, the last thing we think of is the good stuff, right? So choose to see the good stuff. Oops, it's a little cricket. There we go. So that's it, folks. We have a patchwork. We have a collage piece with our Rolodex card. we have another collage piece of sorts with our index card. And then we have a cute little cluster. So what a fun little make with you guys today. Thank you for listening to my fussing and so on. And thank you for spending some time with me. Tomorrow is beaded dangle, and I'm really excited about doing that. I have to dig out a couple beads, but that'll be fun. And I hope you're enjoying this. If you have any questions or if you'd like to participate, it's not too late. You guys can jump in anytime you want. And then, you know, I'm going to be drawing people's names for a giveaway. So don't forget that we're doing a giveaway as well. And I'm drawing a couple names, and it will be a lot of fun. So I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great night. Bye for now.